Once again, Zeus has let us down with yet another reunion that was long, drawn out, with moments that we just didn't care to see as the viewers. However, there were a few moments that made me go, and side eye a little bit, and you better believe we're going to talk about it all. Welcome back to Damien After Dark. If you're new here or you have not hit the subscribe button yet, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and turn on your post notifications. Also, if you want to show your support, it's free to do. Just click that thumbs up button right below this video and you can support the channel, and I would appreciate it so much. Last but not least, join the conversation. I want to hear what y'all have got to say about part one of the Baddies West reunion. You know, we've been waiting a couple weeks for this reunion to come around, and look, I'm just gonna be real. We're gonna keep it real like we always do. Pow pow, straight shoot. The reunion part one was underwhelming. I mean, am I right or am I right? Is there one of you watching right now that can honestly say that that reunion was must-see television? Was it? I didn't think so. The right word is underwhelming. That was the right word. There were so many moments that Zeus could have chopped this episode up and given to us, but instead they do like they always do. They draw things out, draw it out, draw it out. And I'm just not understanding at this point, because I know that they read the comments, and I know that they've seen what the fans have said. So why are y'all not listening to us? At this point, you either just don't care or y'all are just stubborn as shit. Listen to us, the viewers, the ones watching this show, the ones who pay y'all $5.99 a month to operate your business. Listen to us. Okay? Now, let's start from the top. And I'm just going to start off with, first of all, let me say this. When it comes to reunions for any reality show, when it comes to reunions, one of the things I look forward to, and maybe this is just the TV producer mindset that I have, one thing I look at is the set. The set, and it may not mean anything to you, and I'm not going to stay long on this topic, but I always look forward to seeing how beautiful the set is going to be, or what they do with the set, what kind of theme it's going to be. And I'm just like, you know, Zeus, y'all are making money. I told y'all in a video prior, Zeus was like in the App Store top 10 up there with Disney Plus, Hulu, Netflix, and all that. So they're making money. But my thing is, why did y'all not invest in a better set? Listen, the set was pretty, yes, but it just was, it was also a little plain. I feel like we've seen it before. It just seemed like they didn't put any thought and any creativity into it. Like the Housewives, I love the Housewives always have like a theme to their set. You know what I'm saying? Look, I know some of y'all don't care about that, but I just have to put that in there. Now, we see the everyone in their trailers. You know, before the reunion, they always show us footage of the girls in their dressing room or their trailer. And of course, they give us footage in the trailer. In my opinion, we got way too much trailer footage. We do not need to see all these girls getting ready and talking the whole episode. Wrap it up. Make it 5 minutes tops. Give us the key points in those scenes. Give us the best moments in those scenes. 5 minutes. And move on. We don't need to see it. How many times do I have to sit up here each and every week and scream at the camera? I'm saying it like Zeus is watching, but maybe it'll eventually get back to them. Like, what is going on, Zeus? Shorten it. These scenes should not be any more than 3 or 4 minutes a piece. Now, I also want to say, where are my weed smokers at? Do I have any weed smokers in the building? I know I ain't the only one. I know you smoke weed at home. I know you do. Okay. Scotty and Natalie, they were smoking a blunt in their trailer. And you could just tell that they don't really smoke weed. And that's fine. I'm not saying like it's a bad thing, but you can just tell that I know Natalie don't really smoke. Listen, I've been following her career for 15 years. Never really seen her smoking until she started filming Baddies, which maybe it racks her nerves that bad, so she just needs a little blunt. I understand. But you could just tell that these girls, literally, first of all, they were passing it back and forth so fast. Like, it was like, just one hit and pat. I'm like, what? Where do they do that at? Where do they do that? And then Scotty over here, she ain't even inhaling. Well, hit it and then blow the smoke right out. I'm like, what in the heck? Y'all wasting that good California gasoline for? Like, what? Now Scotty is talking to Natalie in the trailer, and Natalie asks her, you know, who are you fucking with, Scotty? Who do you have beef with here at the reunion? And Scotty says Razor. I'm just like, Razor? What happened? Did we miss something? What happened with Razor? What is your beef with Razor? Because the beef that y'all had early on in the season, weeks and weeks ago, I thought y'all had moved past that. So what happened with Razor? Scotty says that Razor has been talking shit online since the show aired. But listen, Scotty, my whole ordeal was, shouldn't your beef be with Natalie? Because you never got your lick back. Scotty, you never got your lick back. Why you got all this energy for Razor? Shouldn't you have that energy for Natalie? Natalie's the one who put her hands on you, embarrassed you in front of every motherfucking body. Oh, but I forget. Natalie's running the show. Now that's her meal ticket. That's Scotty's meal ticket. She can't go against Natalie. She sold her soul. And, you know, in a way, I told y'all before, listen, am I going to keep it real with you? Of course I am. In a way, I don't blame Scotty. If Scotty were to, in my opinion, Scotty's playing it smart, because if, let's just say she did say, fuck you, Natalie, knocked her in the face and all this shit. Okay, and then Natalie sends her back to North Carolina tomorrow where she's working at Hooters for $12 an hour. No shade to the girls who work at Hooters. We need Hooters girls. However, Scotty's living the life right now. She's on these major television shows. She's making money. She's traveling all over the world with Zeus in these private jets. Of course, she's going to be on Natalie's cock right now. We could call it selling her soul, or we could call it making the smarter decision. Does she want to work at Hooters back in North Carolina, or selling and popping pussy at the strip club in North Carolina? Or does she want to be in LA and on the private jets and filming the reality shows? What would you do? What would y'all do? If you were Scotty, what would you do? Would you check Natalie and get your lick back? Or would you suck it up, shut the fuck up, so you could be on Baddies East and get that $100,000 check? Now, Razor, the person that she has a problem with, is not even at the reunion. I think Razor's the only one, Razor and Krishan, only ones that didn't show up. I think Razor said that she missed her flight or something, but Natalie and them say otherwise. They say that Razor was there in LA the whole time, that she was just scared to show up. I don't see why Razor would be scared to show up. I don't know what happened there. Really don't care. Listen, when Baddies West started, Razor was my favorite. I ended up loving her, but then she just ended up becoming like, I don't really care. I don't care. She's at the reunion. I don't care. You know, Razor was just, I don't know. She became a little bit of a disappointment when she started doing all the up and down crazy wild shit. Now Rolly in her trailer, she's talking with Kat and Low London, I believe, and they're talking about who they all have beef with. And Rolly says she has issues with Biggie because of how Biggie acted in the house and how Biggie has been acting since they filmed the show. She said she's been online running her mouth. Now, just a little bit of tea between Rolly and Biggie. They just did the Baddies East auditions, which I was going to do a video on, but I didn't really have enough content to talk about regarding it. But the main tea that came out of the Baddies East auditions were Rolly and Biggie were there. They were judging, okay? Like just how Rolly judged last year with Bree and Scotty, Rolly is back judging the Baddies East auditions. This time, Biggie was there. Now, Biggie and Rolly almost got to fighting at the Baddies East auditions because apparently, according to Rolly, Biggie was giving any and everybody a ticket. Biggie said that they could come up there and cry and say, oh, I want to be a bad girl. I want to change my life. I have kids. Biggie would hand him a ticket. Rolly even said that Biggie had her friends coming up there and she was giving them tickets. So they pissed Rolly off so bad because they did that last season and she felt like girls who deserved it did not get an opportunity. So they did not want to do that this season. Therefore, Rolly and Biggie got into an altercation. The video is online if you want to go see it. You can go to any of the Bad Girls Club fan pages. I'm sure it's there. So you remember at Baddies West auditions, they were just handing out tickets. Like, I mean, you could do anything. You could just flash your titties at them when they were handing you tickets. And Biggie is saying, you know, I didn't want to do that this time. So that's why her and, or Rolly was saying she didn't want to do that this time. So her and Biggie got into it over that. Just a little Baddies East tea. Just to give you all a little something. Now back to Baddies West, the reunion. Kat talks about her issues with people on the cast. Now, if you remember, Kat didn't really have no issues with nobody. All the drama with Kat started after the show, after the reunion aired, and apparently Tommy and Biggie were online clowning Kat and talking shit about Kat. And they were saying that Kat was pretty much Stunna Girl's assistant the entire time. Y'all remember Kat? During like the first half of the season, Kat and Stunna Girl were like this. I guess Kat was trying to take her under her wing as her big sister. Actually, Kat says that production put her with Stunna. Did y'all catch that? A lot of us thought that they just kind of gravitated towards one another, but apparently production put Kat with Stunna. And I believe that because, you know, on reality TV, if you have a cast member that nobody likes, that everybody is against, producers will often either try to cast someone to come in and be friends with that person so they're not filming alone because they need someone to film with, or they will try to get one of the girls on the cast who maybe doesn't hate this person to try and be friends with them. Hey, we need you to try and be more friendly to this person because she has nobody to film with, if that makes sense. So I believe that producers did ask Kat to, you know, take Stunna Girl under your wing a little bit. She has nobody in the house. We need her to have someone to film with. Otherwise, she's pointless to be here. Now, DJ Sky says that she has a problem. Everybody got a problem. Since the season has aired and they've watched the season over, and since they've seen, you know, different girls going on Instagram Live talking shit, everybody's got a problem. DJ Sky says she's got a problem with Rolly. I'm not really sure what Rolly did. I don't know if it was something that DJ Sky had seen online that Rolly said. I don't know what it was, but DJ Sky was like, bitch, your TV debut was on Jerry Springer. And I don't know if DJ Sky thought she ate. I don't know if she thought she ate that up when she said that, but I'm just like, what, like, how is this a read? Rolly was on Jerry Springer, but how is that a bad thing? Why is that a bad thing? I just didn't get, I didn't understand it. Like, okay, yeah, Rolly was on Jerry Springer. So what? What was your TV debut, DJ Sky? Baddies? I don't know. DJ Sky was just so pointless. She's such a pointless casting decision. Now, let me answer this text message real quick, y'all. Where are we at? Okay, let's talk about the host. So, Stevie J from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta and Janisha John, which y'all know who Janisha is. She's hosted reunions before. She's also the CEO of Zeus's wife. So Stevie J and Janisha, they are the hosts of the reunion, which is, you know, I guess I'm fine with. But Janisha, baby, that hair. Janisha is a really pretty girl, but I just did not like the mullet, the long mullet that she had going on. There's only one girl that can pull that off, or one person that can pull that off, and that is Rihanna. Y'all know how Rihanna had that same kind of mullet. I just didn't really like it on Janisha. And she's such a pretty girl and her outfit was so pretty. I feel like the hair just didn't go with it. But hey, my hair be looking crazy sometime when I get on here too. So look, I get it. Now Stevie J says him and Janisha, they're in the trailer talking. He says that Natalie and Tommy were his favorites out of the whole season. I'm not really. Stevie J, you didn't watch the season, did you? Stevie, you ain't watched the season. You basing that off of just, I don't know what you basing that off of, but you did not watch the season if Natalie and Tommy are your favorites. Granted, Natalie didn't really make me mad this season. You know, last season she did, but Natalie really didn't bother me this season. But Tommy at the beginning was kind of my fave. I liked her a lot, but as the season progressed, Tommy was just like really hard to stomach. And did y'all notice how Stevie J and Janisha were both flirting? Is that, first of all, is that just me? Am I reaching when I say that? Y'all tell me if I'm reaching. But they would have a little flirt, something going on. I'm like, girl, if you don't respect your husband who is running this network, who is giving you this job to be the host, like, what? You up here flirt with this man. Now, we don't know Stevie J. Stevie J gonna flirt. That's just him. He just... It's natural flirt. But Janisha, girl, you was oh, thank you, Stevie. Oh my God. Really? Like, girl, if I was your man, I would have been like, no, I'm kidding. Maybe maybe her husband is secure in their marriage and he ain't worried about his wife. Fucking Stevie J. So finally, after 20 minutes of watching shit that we did not care to see, we finally get to the reunion. When we get to the reunion and they started out and Janisha starts, welcome to the Baddies West reunion. Then they decide, let's take a look at what happened this season. They decide to show us the whole fucking trailer, of the full 3 minutes of the trailer. Why like, what? We don't need to see what happened this season. We just watched it. Why the fuck are y'all giving us filler? They're giving us filler. They're doing whatever they can to make this reunion 3 or 4 parts to keep your money, to keep you subscribed, and me. And it works. And it pisses me off because we fall for it every time. We did not need to see the fucking trailer. Now, the one thing I will give them props on, the one thing that Zeus did right with this reunion compared to other Zeus reunions, is that they brought the girls out in pairs or, you know, threes or whatever. They didn't bring them out all together. When they bring them out all together, it's chaos. We never get any dialogue in. We never get anything. It's just fighting, fighting, fighting. This time, they brought out Natalie, Scotty, and Rolly first. They talked to them a little bit. They got their perspective on things. Then they brought out Kat and Low London, and they talked to them and got their perspective on things. You know, brought them out one by one, just so each girl could talk about their experience, talk about how it's been doing this show, talk about who they had beef with. So I will give them that. Like, I guess they've learned finally after 20 reunions, maybe we shouldn't bring all the girls out together. So that was smart. And boy, that's Stevie J. That's Stevie J. He's a smooth one. He's a smooth one. The way he talks to women, and it's not, and I don't mean disrespectfully. He's never disrespectful, at least from what I've seen. Maybe he was on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. But in this reunion, the way he talks with these women, it's just like, he's got this cool cat thing about him. Like, I don't know. It just makes you want to, like, run your thong down your leg and throw it and just, you know. Listen, I know Stevie J is not the most attractive man walking. I get it. But his personality is what makes him, you know, even, like, attractive to me. I like how he got that cool cat thing about him. Like, it would make me want to just, ow, okay, Stevie J, hey. Now, one thing they talked about that Stevie J and Natalie and all the girls talked about was how fans underestimate Kat online. Hell, Kat even said that some of the fans didn't even know that she was on BGC. And that's how you know that some of these viewers that are watching Baddies are young as fuck. Probably born in 2005. Like, because y'all was not watching, no shade to my youngsters born in 2005 that's watching me. I love y'all too. But y'all was not watching BGC in 2009, 2010, 2011. Obviously, y'all was not watching because Kat Washington, Miss Kat is an original bad girl. Miss Kat is the definition of a baddie. And those that didn't watch, go back and watch BGC Season 5 Miami. It's on the NBC app. You can go watch it on the NBC app. They got all seasons of Bad Girls Club on there. Go watch her season of Miami. She sliced and diced some. Now, this wasn't on camera, but she got sent home for this, even though production tried to make it seem like she got sent home for something else. Homegirl, when they were on their cast trip over on some island, she cut somebody up, allegedly. Now, y'all check me if I'm wrong, because some people say that didn't happen. But I'm pretty sure Kristen, who was on that same season, she didn't confirm it. But she said that Kat was protecting her the entire time. That all this about Kat slicing somebody up was allegedly because she was protecting Kristen from this creepy weirdo in the club that she got into it with. But, you know, that was always the word on the curb. And let's just say that wasn't true. That's okay. If you go back and watch BGC Season 5, Kat would knock a bitch out in a heartbeat. Kat was a loyal ass bitch. She was loyal as fuck. And not only that, if you go back and watch, Kat looks identical to how she did in 2009. And that was what? Fucking damn near 15 years ago. This woman has not aged a bit in 15 years. Kat looks exactly the same. Hand to God, exactly the same. Ooh, here I go shaking shit again. But I feel like now Kat's just grown. That's what it is. The reason why we didn't see her go buck wild on the bus and in these cities and fight in every episode is because she's grown. She's like 35 now. She's a grown woman. She's grown up. And I feel like she picks her battles now. She's not going to whoop your ass unless she feels like she really has to whoop your ass and it's warranted. Now, next they decide to bring out DJ Sky and Stunna Girl. And as soon as DJ Sky and Stunna Girl come out, Stunna Girl darts right at Biggie. And she pretty much just yanks Biggie's hair, the red wig or weave that Biggie had in. She's yanking at it. I didn't really see any licks. Security got involved before they could even get any licks in, or, you know, like they couldn't even have any fun because security like ducked and dodged everything. Not only did they duck and dodge everything, they obstructed our view to where we couldn't see what was going on. Like, damn, security, y'all couldn't let them scrap for at least like 10, 15 seconds before y'all jumped in. Now, while Stunna and Biggie are going at it and scrapping, Rolly comes in and she goes in after DJ Sky. Her and DJ Sky start going at it. And then, of course, y'all know what happens next. They end the fucking episode. I'm like, so not only do y'all give us an episode full of bullshit, then when it starts to get good, you cut the episode off and make us wait till next week? Like, what kind of fucking television is that? What kind of television is that? Y'all could have edited this. All that stuff that they showed us, from the dressing rooms to them talking to the girls on the stage, they could have edited that down into 20 minutes and then gave us more fights and, you know, more exciting things, more dialogue. They could have gave us more of that instead of all that bullshit that they gave us. So yet again, another failed reunion by Zeus Network. I give it 3 out of 10 stars. I'll give y'all 4 since you did bring the girls out separately and we got a little bit, but I mean, 3.8, you barely get a 4, okay? Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this reunion after show that we had here. If you want, make sure you check out the after show for Bad Boys Texas. We're going to be recapping that. I think it's episode 4. So after you watch this, make sure you go ahead and jump on over to our other video where we're going to be breaking down everything that happened on Bad Boys Texas this week. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another after show this week. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're not locked in to the Damien After Dark channel so you can get all of our updates. Also, support the channel. It's free. Click the like button, the thumbs up button right below this video. That is your way of supporting the channel if you liked what you saw here. Last but not least, join the conversation. I want to hear what you have to say about Reunion Part 1. What did you think about the reunion overall? Do you feel like that Zeus gave a lot of filler and pointless moments that we just didn't care to see? Also, how did you feel about Stunna coming out and going straight after Biggie? And then Rolly coming in and going after DJ Sky. I want to hear from you. Join and chime in below. Get your little fingers going. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love you so much, and we'll see you next time on Damien After Dark. See ya.